Here's the deal for the Crumbl Jumble for the week of September 2nd, 2024. Okay, because there's two big feature items, I had to get doubles of two different kinds of cookies. So what I've got is the semi-chocolate chunk, a churro, a strawberry shortcake cookie, and a double chocolate. Okay, so we have those. Plus we also have a banana bread, and this thing is thick. This looks pretty big. And the star of this week, a Afterlife Cake. It's promoting Beetlejuice, and it seems to be a chocolate concoction. Okay, before we begin, let's take a look at last week's survey when I asked you what your favorite cookie would be. And in last place, we had the Peanut Butter Blossom at 8%. Next up was the S'mores Brownie at 20%. And in second place was the Berries and Cream at 24%. And the first place, no surprise, was the Pumpkin Square at a whopping 48%. Be sure to fill out the survey this week too and let us know what your favorite cookie would be from this group. You'll find the survey in my community tab. So we will be trying all of these to find out what our favorite is this week. Okay, and let's start off with the usual semi-chocolate chunk. Oh, and here's what they say about the chocolate chip. Chocolate chip, but make it chunky. A delicious cookie filled with irresistible semi-sweet chocolate chunks and a sprinkle of flaky sea salt. This one actually feels pretty warm. This one is picture perfect this week. Don't know if you can see, but yeah, look at the big chunks of chocolate. Chocolate everywhere. Oh, good job, Crumbl. Okay, let's cut into it. Yeah, oh wow, the chocolate is still warm. Smells good. Okay, and for doneness, here's what we've got. Very good, as usual. I say it every second week, but maybe I say it even every week. The semi-sweet is my favorite of the two chocolate chip cookies they make. It's just got a much more even taste distribution of sweet to bitter, or whatever you would call it, chocolate. Okay, up next, let's try the churro. They say it's warm, so we'll eat it first. Oh wow, it really smells cinnamony. Let's see what they say about it. A warm cookie bursting with cinnamon flavor and topped with a swirl of smooth cinnamon buttercream and a dusting of cinnamon sugar. So yes, no shortage of cinnamon in this cookie. Wow, again, this is picture perfect. They did a really good job this week. Look at that. Wow. Oh, looks too good to eat, but I will. Okay, another sniff. Almost smells like cinnamon perfume. It's so fragrant. Okay, let's try it. Okay, yeah, it's very good, very interesting. The texture is so almost airy that it melts in your mouth, and the cinnamon flavor is really coming through. I definitely taste the buttercream, or the butter in the icing. The cinnamon flavor is so pronounced, it almost smells like a cinnamon air freshener. If you were to eat a cinnamon air freshener, I think it might taste like this. But yeah, overall, very good. Okay, I'm looking forward to trying this one. It's a strawberry shortcake cookie, and I can actually see the chunks of strawberry in it. Look at that. Okay, let's see what they have to say about it. A cakey cookie topped with silky whipped cream, freshly chopped strawberries, and house-made strawberry jam. I can definitely see the strawberries, and it is whipped cream, no doubt about it. And it looks like a big cakey cookie. Only thing I would say I don't like about this already is the freshness of it. And I got two of them, so I'm gonna have to eat them fairly soon. But usually their jams are so good. Let's hope that's the case this time. The added real strawberry is a nice touch, but again, it'll really put an expiry date on these cookies. Oh yeah, it smells exactly like strawberry shortcake. And then look at how thick the cookie is. Like, I guess the cake. Okay, let's try this. Okay, incredible strawberry taste, really delicious. The only thing I'm not crazy about is the cake is very dry, almost kind of dense, but the flavors, the whipped cream and the strawberries are just delicious. I might eat those off of the cake and then leave the cake as is. Look at how beautiful that is even as it's running. Okay, up next we have this triple chocolate, and what they say about it is a chocolate cookie packed with semi-sweet chunks, creamy white chips, and milk chocolate chips. They're not lying, there's 3 kinds of chocolate in this. Although, how many of you consider white chocolate actual chocolate? I have a hard time wrapping my head around that. Okay, and it looks like there's enough white chips in it. I can see a bit of a chocolate chip, but we want to try to get some of everything here, so I think right about here. Actually has kind of a mild scent. Let's try it. Oh, look at how the chocolate is melting all over. It's good. It's definitely, I would say, only for dark chocolate lovers, because this is really intense chocolate flavor. I don't mind most dark chocolate, so it's good. But yeah, I think anyone thinking, oh, it's going to be so nice and chocolatey may be disappointed, because it's really intense. It's nearing 100% cocoa, I would say. So yeah, it's good though. Like, yeah, not for milk chocolate lovers. Okay, let's check out this banana loaf. Smells kind of doughy. Okay, let's see what they say about it. A fluffy banana bread loaf topped with a crunch of brown sugar and cinnamon packed streusel. It doesn't come with the little pan, so I'm just cutting it right out here. Okay, let's try this. Okay, that's weird. I really taste salt in it. I'm not sure if there's a lot of salt in this one, but I can really taste the salt. And I'm not sure about the texture. Yeah, it's almost impossible to pick up. It's heavy. It's very dense. So let me try another piece. That salt thing was really weird. Okay, that must have been a fluke. There's no salt now. So maybe there was just some on the corner for some reason. Let's try this streusel. It says it's cinnamon packed. I don't smell it and I don't taste it. But you know what? This is actually a very good banana bread. Although it's hard to see how well it's cooked. But yeah, it's pretty good. It doesn't have overwhelming banana flavor though. Also, I'm grateful they did not load it with chocolate chips. I hate chocolate chips in banana bread. I love walnuts in them, but never chocolate chips. Okay, now the little bizarre star of the show, the Beetlejuice cake. Let's see what they have to say about it. It's called the Afterlife Cake, and it is a ghostly two-tiered dark chocolate cake layered with vanilla and dark chocolate cream cheese frosting, naturally colored by rich dark cocoa, and finished with sprinkles and a special edition topper. Okay, I'm assuming that topper is not edible. Yeah, definitely not. That's really kind of lame. And then the special sprinkles are green and purple. That's barely an effort either. I brought my handy spork to try this because I don't know if you can see how deep it is. I'll try picking this up without making a huge mess. Okay, it's a big 2-layer cake. Okay, I'm just gonna dig right in. This is what it looks like. Okay, let's try this. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's really tastes like devil's food, and I have not had devil's food for years and forgot how good devil's food actually is. Yeah, the chocolate is really intensely flavored, and then the icing helps sweeten it. I have to try another bite. Okay, the icing is a bit gritty. Like you can sort of feel the sugar in it. Oh yeah, the icing is really sweet. I'm getting that sugar burn in my throat. So yeah, there must be a lot of sugar in that icing. But yeah, and then something I read online, people were saying that it gets its darkness from charcoal. But I read the ingredients and no, there is no charcoal in this. And then they even say naturally colored with cocoa, probably because they were hearing from people too. Why would you put charcoal in there? Okay, so it's actually not too bad. On a scale from 1 to 10, I am going to give it I'll give it a 7. Okay, on a scale from 1 to 10 on the banana bread, I'm going to give it an 8. And one of the reasons I'm giving it that high rating is because it seems like good value for the money. It's heavy and it looks substantial. Okay, and for the rest of these, I'm going to give the chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate chunk a 8 as usual. I think that's usually what I give it. It's a good cookie. The churro, I'm going to give it an 8 as well because it is also delicious. The strawberry shortcake, I'm going to, if I were to rate the topping, I would give it a 9. If I were to rate the cake, I would give it a 5. So I guess the average there is about a 7. And then the triple chocolate, I am going to give it a 7. And that's just because I know a lot of people are not going to like it because it is so intense with chocolate. Okay, if you like this video, please remember to hit the like button And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And that's it. That's the deal for the Crumbl Jumble for September 2nd, 2024. Bye.